Justin for Jay, and then we've got Violet and Jackie for SoKupi there.
Violet and Jackie. See, that seems like a pretty nutty combo. With the weapon switching that I assume will be on. Well, I'm gonna assume it's gonna be on Decoups, but that's probably we'll see how that goes. But seeing the Jackie out, it's gonna be interesting to see that speed boost. I don't think we've seen that before in on cast yet.
I I don't think we've seen it as much either because Jackie's known to not be as useful in the higher level of plays, which is exactly what we've got here. It's just not as viable just because you've got the B-hop mechanic that all these players know exactly how to do, especially. Actually, who's playing Jackie? I think it was Jay.
Oh, whoa. I'm
Oh, we're
seeing a
so
bunch
lucky.
of
There
glitch.
we go.
There it goes.
No,
So yeah,
so lucky is pretty quick too.
he is pretty quick. And seeing that quickness turned around with Koops' weapon switching, I'm sure we're gonna see some good shots here. I know they both like to play around these side health packs, wanting to make sure that they don't get taken from later in the round. But we see Darth and Jay taking this first point, but that shouldn't be too much of a judge of how the rest of this game will go.
Especially since Darth and Jay are pretty strong opponents to go up against here. I would say they're probably going to be one of the strongest in this tournament, just because a lot of times when they get on point, Darth is already able to take down at least one person before he makes his way, and then as soon as he spots another, he'll be able to take down another, and Jay is just very mobile in this game.
Yeah. When you have those aim strats and those avoid strats like Darth does on point, that's a fantastic combination. It really is.
You can even see here, JD getting taken down by SoKupi. Now we'll have to see how that plays out. Loop number 3. It's just going to be madness. I don't even know which way it's going to turn out. We see Decoups playing over at base. Jay's going to mirror that as well, but so lucky over on the side. Trying to take down whoever he can. It looks like he's going to try to focus on picking off Clone 1s and Clone 2s. Meanwhile, Darth already taken down. Oh no, Darth is right there. He's at the last second, but a lot of members are on top of the point here. Both sides are going to make it on top of the point, and that's going to bring it into overtime.
He does make it. Now, I found something interesting. I was watching that. I did see Koops playing for some of these overtime strats. He took his own home health pack pretty late into the round. I think he realized that because of the chaos on point, there's a chance that it was going to go to overtime. So he made sure to take that health pack to keep it away from everybody else. I find that pretty good.
Oh, but this time around, Coop's not able to get on top of the point. That might cost them at the final loop.
It will. It will. Darth, I think I saw Darth and Jay both on point, if I'm correct. Yep.
Clone 2, no health packs. If he gets taken down, exactly what happens here. Taken down by Jay's Clone 2, and Jay's going to go and put pressure onto the enemy base. So look, he has no idea. He gets taken down.
That's going to be huge for them later because now he has no health packs to resync. Both of their ones are out. So that will be a huge advantage for Darth and Jay here, giving them the chance to take advantage on this second clone.
Now, it looks like there's two Clone 3s on top of the point that are going to spawn in. I'm not quite sure exactly where, so it's the Coops and Darth. Oh, but Darth has little to no HP, but they're both looking at each other dead in the eyes. Who's going to get taken out? And that's Darth that gets obliterated. The Coops is able to make his way back into the base. Now it's going to be up to Jay to try to win this game right back into his favor. If he's able to take down at least one member, that's one. Now he's going to take down the Coops. He doesn't know exactly where he is. He manages to find the Coops, take him down with a great play. Now he's going to finish off the last two clones, and he does it. That's Jay all by himself. The man, the myth, the legend. Jay getting that point.
Well played for Jay there. He definitely saved his team at the end there. He was able, he was low health the entire last clone there, and he was able to hide himself out, find Koops, and take him out very swiftly. Look at him hiding under the barrier there, just about. Koops doesn't spot him out. And he still had a chance to lose it at the end, but his quick flicks are at the end there. Beautiful shots by Jay. Well played.
And I gotta say, that's probably one of the craziest plays I've seen, just because you rarely see a player go so offensive on clone number 3, especially when you're by yourself with not that much HP.
Seriously, those getting offensive at all, getting past that 50% line, as I've been calling it, it can be really dangerous in pretty much any game mode, and you rarely see players doing that without thinking about it. Whereas when I'm playing, I'll just run across the map and just see what happens. So that's probably why I'm losing. I mean, to see these players stay, even there, you'll see the players stay on the 50% on their side of the 50% on point, which is really, I mean, it shows a level of discipline that I don't think everybody has.
Now we can't quite see. Oh, that explosion! Oh no, that's a pretty good explosion. That landed right in the center of I think that was Darth there.
Yeah, Coops has been practicing that GL strat. I'm a little scared, I'll be honest. I don't want to see more people with the GL strats. That'll take me out every time.
So I don't know what's more surprising: Jay able to finish off that 1v2 scenario, or the Coops using GL.
I don't know, dude. We're seeing. I think we're seeing all sorts of fantastic new plays from both of these teams.
Now,
And oh my goodness, again!
Jay getting brought down low. He had to pick up the health pack here, but Darth, little to no HP. Jay's able to get at least on top of the point, but they're able to clear it. No, that's one more clone one for the Coops on top of the point, and that's going to go into overtime once again.
Wow, I couldn't even tell. I think Coops is probably surrounded by alive players. I can't imagine that clone one will survive very long into this round. But right now he's doing work with a little violet pre-fire. Interestingly enough, you see Jay and Darth actually playing on the same. They're playing same positions on the opposite sides of the map. There, that was very symmetrical on them. I'm wondering if they're pulling out a little hide strat there. I like it.
Did we just get the Coops get sniped by Darth on the side?
Is that what happened?
Yeah, he was just making his way to Darth. All of a sudden, pulled out a sniper, just takes him right out.
Oh, beautiful. Now, Darth looks like or no, sorry, that is Justin or Jay playing on top of the behind the yellow barriers in the back there. He's trying for his super jump that I don't think he can do anymore. Just gets to point. No, he does not. Actually, that's a clear point right now. Oh my goodness.
100% clear. If it stays exactly this timeline, I don't know how. It's probably gonna go into overtime again.
I could see an overtime happening here because while Darth and Jay both have their clones on point there, they are both at very low health. I don't. Oh, is there a health pack? No, there is not a health pack left. So they're both gonna have to stay extremely safe. I mean, they're not even getting spotted out by anybody.
5 seconds left in the loop. The Coops is trying to make his push onto the point. Jay and Darth have little to no health. Jay gets taken down here. Oh, it's his clone threes, but Darth is gonna get taken down. Who's on top of the point? It's gonna be no. So Lucky's not even there yet.
You were right. You were right. The chaos that needed for another overtime was right there. Oh my.
So only So Lucky's right in front of the point. All he had to do was get there even like 0.1 second earlier, and he would have gone on top of the point. He's right in front of it.
It's tough. It's tough when you're crossing that line. Oh, Coops with the avoid strats, just barely getting taken out. He takes out one with it before he goes down. Very well played.
Man, the way that these players are playing is just so back and forth. They're so even in terms of skill for their teamwork, their aims, their strategizing. It's just crazy to see how this goes so back and forth.
It really is. I mean, now you see Darth and Jay continuing to play they're staying in those same positions. They must feel that those barriers are pretty strong. But unfortunately, it seems like Koopy has some decent aim. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Looks like Darth and Jay coming in clutch near the end there.
Now the question is So Lucky going to be able to survive getting off on that center point? All eyes are set on him. We'll see where he's going to run. He's able to get by, not take any damage, and that's going to be helpful for his team. Try to stay alive a little bit longer. Darth actually has some half health. Probably shots in from the Coops over at base here, but you can kind of see the Coops starting to inch his way over to on point. But Jay already on top of the point, taking massive damage. He might get taken out. He does, and Darth only one not able to get on top of the point. But again, another overtime. This round just won't end.
Triple overtime there. I think what happened there was with all the bodies flying around, they may have just lost the two. I think it was Lucky or Coops' two hanging out on point there. So that, I mean, that when you can't see what you can't shoot. You can't shoot what you can't see.
So far, Koopy looking strong. Loop number 1. We'll have to see who spawns in loop number 2. I think there was only Darth's number 3 that was on top of the point, but he had full health, which is really weird.
That will be interesting. I mean, that'll be a huge advantage, but it is kind of
Ooh.
odd to see a full health clone in the middle of the map at the end at the start of overtime.
The Coop's getting instantly taken down on that beginning of that loop, and I don't think there's any way for him to come back from that. That clone fuse is out of here.
No, he's playing it well and playing it like a good sport, getting on point, but he knows that there's no way to save that clone unless someone has some lightning fast aimbotting going on today, which we all know is not happening.
That should oh, Darth actually doesn't have full HP. He's got no HP. My
Oh
bad.
no.
Oh, is he gonna survive? And how much longer is he gonna survive in this next matchup here? You can see Jay's playing over at base. The Coops. Oh, so lucky, able to take down at least a 2 here, but he's getting chunked down by his own 1. Betrayal coming in. Oh, he almost got exploded by the barrel. He's gonna make his push, but everyone's so low. Who's gonna get taken down? So lucky managed to fall down, and that's gonna be blue side taking that point. Point going in favor of JD.
Now that was very interesting. You saw Lucky and Coops, like you mentioned, were both low health. I think one of them got knocked down by their own clone, and they were so nervous about getting to a point with those half health with that low health that they actually didn't. I don't think they made it. They may have been trying to see if their 2s and 1s would make it and survive, but Darth and Jay cleaned up quite nicely there with both of their 3s.
And I think it's a bit of a misplay from So Lucky. Unfortunately, he took some heavy pre-fire, and I think that was the only damage he really took was just from his own clone, and that forced him to play way too defensively when he needed to push on point.
Now look at that synchronization from Darth and Jay. They went for the health packs, the opposite health packs at the same time, got there at almost the same time, and crashed point together. I mean you want to talk about 2v2 strats? That is one of the cleanest I've seen so far.
Should be like a TikTok video of Jay and Darth. You know that song where it just goes like, just the 2 of us.
Pretty much. I mean, seeing that synchronization is really a beautiful thing to see in a game like this. In 1v1, we have to deal with just those one players, but
Now, it's still so rare to see DeCoops ever use GL. He always talks about just not loving GL. He actually removes it from his key binding so he doesn't pick it by accident too.
I did see that, but he's decided. I think somebody must have taught him a couple lineups, and now he's throwing them out, and it's really beautiful to see.
So Lucky gonna make an aggressive push here. He pays for it and gets the health pack taken away right in front of him. Unfortunately, Darth is gonna be the one to steal it, and that's probably why he comes in with such heavy health. It's gonna be Darth and Jay on top of the point. All they gotta do is take down the last little Lucky, and they do, and that's gonna be their game win. And we're going to move on to the next match.
Wow. Now, to think that match was a 3-0 is honestly, that's incredible. I mean, it felt close all the way through, especially with that triple. I think it was a triple overtime. You see these players, I mean, at any moment it could have turned the other way. But Darth and Jay pull it out for 3-0. Well played from them.
And I got to say, each round was extremely close as well. I mean, it could have gone either way. Could have been in favor of Sokubi, could have been in favor of JD, but the games aren't over yet because we have a round robin first stage, and then we'll be moving into the gauntlet. So we'll see who's going to be getting those buys. But in the meantime, we'll be right back as we get the next game set up.